What is the value of 4 to the power of 800 over 8 to the power of 400? This one we can rewrite because these are both powers of 2. So 4 to the power of 800 is the same as 2 to the power of 2 to the 800 over 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 400. And when you have exponents like this, you can multiply them together. So that's going to be the same as 2 to the power of 2 times 800, which is 1600, over 2 to the power of 3 times 400, which is 1200. That's going to be the same as 2 to the power of their difference, which is 400. The answer is E. Question number 7. In 2021, a first-class postage stamp costs 85p and a second-class postage stamp costs 66p. In order to spend the exact number of pounds to buy at least one of each type, what's the smallest total number of stamps that should be purchased? So let's say 66 times x plus 85 times y, and we want that to be a multiple of 100, right? Multiples of 85 are only going to end in zeros or fives, so I need this to end in a 0 or a 5 as well. And the only multiples of 6 that end in a 0 or a 5 is we could have 66 times 5, and 66 times 5 is going to be 300, and 6 times 5 is 30. So that's 330. So now if this is 330, I need this number to sort of have a 70 on the end of it. And I know that 85 times 2 is 170. And 330 plus 170 makes 500. At least I think it does. 7, and I know it can't be any smaller than that because any other multiple of 66 isn't going to end in a 0 or a 5. Question 8. In the diagram, the outer hexagon is regular and has an area of 216. What is the shaded area? We're using whatever's handy for a straight edge in this household. If I connect these lines like this, each one of these triangles is a sixth of the entire hexagon. So this little triangle has an area of 36. And the shaded part of this triangle is exactly 1/3 of this triangle because I can make another line like that. So that's going to be equal to 12. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments of this. So the answer is going to be 12 times 6, which is 72. Question 9. A light nanosecond is the distance that a photon can travel at the speed of light in 1/1000th of a second. The speed of light is 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. How far is a light nanosecond? If light can travel at 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters in 1 second, then how far can it travel in half a second? Well, it would be that divided by 2, right? But we want to know how far it can travel in 1/1000th of a second, so we want to divide that by 1 billion. That has 9 zeros. So a billion is 10 to the power of 9. 3 times 10 to the power of -1, or 0.3 meters. That's equal to 30 centimeters. Question 10. What is the value of x in the equation 1 plus 2x plus 3x squared over 3 plus 2x plus x squared equals 3? We're going to bring this over to the other side. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2x is going to be 6x. And 3 times x squared is going to be 3x squared. The 3x squares are going to cancel out. And I'll bring the 9 over here and the 2x over there. So 1 minus 9 is going to be -8. And 6x minus 2x is going to be 4x. And therefore x is going to be equal -2.